Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. It's been a while. We took a little break during the All-Star break, and very excited to get in to today's slate. We have 9 games. We didn't end up putting out a video yesterday. We put out some plays on our private channels, or private, like our solo channels. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, we both have our own channels now. It's been a lot of fun, but yeah, it was just a single game slate, so there wasn't like a whole lot to choose from anyways, but we have an awesome slate today. So we've got 4 plays for you, and we've got plays out on our own channels as well. If you guys have not signed up for Better, Underdog, or Parlay Play yet, use code BACKDOOR and they're going to hook you up with some awesome sign up bonuses. On top of that, if you sign up for Parlay Play with code BACKDOOR, we're going to give you a month in our premium Discord as well. Just make sure you put the code in and then email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com and we will get you hooked up within 24 hours. So let's talk about the plays we have for today. I'm going to be going with Stephon Castle, over 23.5 fantasy score. Feeling good about this matchup against Phoenix. And then I'm going Aaron Nesmith over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going with Devin Booker for over his first quarter points at 5.5. And then I'm taking Gershon Yabusele, I think is how you say his last name, for over 2.5 field goals made. And then I'm just taking some like other stuff on this slip as well. But
sweet.
Those are the 2 that I feel best about.
Nice. Yeah, I made a little 6-man with some of my plays from my channel earlier. Are you on my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll just show you guys real quick. If you want to come subscribe to our solo channels, mine's just at JRussoBDFS, and Jordy's is at JordyBDFS. And yeah, we put out plays for the slate. It's been a lot of fun. We have a lot more freedom with our schedules this way. So yeah, come over to our channels, give us a sub, and we'll be putting out extra content for you guys. So, all right, so let's break into it. If you guys don't mind, do us a favor, like the video, drop us a comment. It just helps us with the algorithm. We're almost to 13,000 subs. We really appreciate the support. It goes a long way. All right, so Stephon Castle. So I can start with this note from Outlier. 90% hit rate over his last 10 games. He's exceeded 23.5 fantasy score in 9 of his last 10 games, averaging 31.6. So feeling good about this. It's not like he's been barely hitting this. The one he missed, he just barely missed it. One more blocker steal would have gotten us there. But other than that, it's been 27 or higher for fantasy scores. So feeling really good about this 23.5. Should be a fun game against the Suns. Actually for point guards, they're pretty soft as far as matchup goes. I'll show you guys the PRA real quick, matchup wise. So overall, I mean, 20th in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, 14th in assists allowed. You go over to point guards and it's just as soft. 25th in points allowed, 26th in rebounds allowed, 15 in assists allowed. So PRA over his last 5. I know he's only got it 2 out of his last 5, but these other 2 games were really close. He went for 19, he went for 20. So he's really close to hitting his PRA in those as well. Could easily be 4 of 5 right now. But he's a pretty solid defender. If you look at these last 5 games, 4 out of his last 5 games, he has at least 2 blocks and steals. So for fantasy score, that's 3 points each for each block and each steal. So that's usually what we're looking for when we're thinking about taking a fantasy score prop. And then if we take a look at the head-to-head, he only got 1 in that last game. He did play a full 34 minutes, so we're hoping for a better performance from him. But this was back on December 3rd, so this is like 3 months ago at this point, over 3 months ago. He's definitely in a different rhythm now, even though he had the minutes before. So I'm feeling good about him getting this done against the Suns tonight. Now, if you look at the fantasy score, we saw the PRA only 2 out of his last 5, but with that defensive upside, he's gone 4 straight games beating this fantasy score. Over this stretch, he's averaging 25 minutes. So not even playing a ton of minutes, but still getting this done. 52% from the field on 12.2 attempts, 6.4 made buckets, 41% from beyond the arc, just 3.4 attempts, but cashing 1.4 threes. a game over these last 5, and then actually getting to the line a decent amount. 5.6 attempts a game, shooting 86% from the line. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. If we look at the fantasy score, it's much closer than when we just saw that, just he only had I think it was the 1 steal last time. But if he's a little bit better this time around, he should be able to clear this pretty good. And we know that he got extended minutes last time, but they've got a totally different team now. Bringing in De'Aaron Fox and whatnot, it's really going to open things up for him. But the main thing I'm liking is just this 9 out of his last 10 games. He's just been killing it. So over this stretch, and this is just his last 10 games in general. This is on 27 minutes, shooting 47% from the field. The attempts are up a little bit, 13.7, just 1.8 fouls. So not getting in foul trouble other than this one game against Miami where he fouled out. But still consistent, 10 games straight, and you're shooting 40% from beyond the arc. Those are good numbers. Still getting to the line, 4.6 attempts and shooting 78%. So I feel really good about this line. If we, let me see, do I have it? Yeah, let's pull up the over under. I think I looked at this earlier. So 238.5 over under, expecting a lot of scoring. And then Suns favored by just 2, playing in San Antonio. Let's take a look real quick. We're going to go 2024. So only 49% on the year, 25 out of 51. Let's see if it's different with home games. Yeah, home games is significantly better, 64%, 16 out of 25 games. So yeah, and then let's see, I'm just kind of curious if we go overall. I know some of his minutes were different. Let's just say he gets 25 minutes. I'm just kind of curious what that looks like. Yeah, even at 24 minutes, this just really bumps up. So some of these percentages on the year are really just like games where he wasn't getting as many minutes. But if he's playing at least 24 minutes, he's averaging 70% hit rate. So 21 out of 30 games. If he gets up a little bit more, does it get better? Yeah, so he's in the mid 70s if he's getting around 21 to 25 minutes. So I think we can expect that tonight, and the matchup isn't scary. So I feel like this is a totally different situation, because I think it was early in the year when he wasn't getting as many minutes, and that's when he played the Suns. But although I think we said he had like 34 minutes in that game. So either way, I'm feeling really good about it. Let's take a look and see what Daily Grind thinks about this play. All right, so they don't like a lot of his plays. They have mostly unders for him, so go with your gut. They're not even showing the fantasy score. The optimizer hasn't been showing fantasy score lately for some reason. So yeah, the only thing that they like for him, which is actually just a 50-50 shot, is his first quarter points over 2.5. I'm not really interested in that. I think a big reason for all of these unders, according to Daily Grind, is because Prize Picks has this a little bit inflated across the board. We've got some platforms that have this about a full point to a 1.5 to a full point cheaper. So it's recognizing that that's not like a value, so it's favoring the under. But the main thing I'm liking is his defensive upside in this matchup. Suns have not been good about failing to turn the ball over. So I think he should be able to exploit that tonight in what should be a high-scoring game. Lots of possessions, lots of shots being put up, and a close game is what they're calling for. All right, so Aaron Nesmith, this PRA, is this really just yes, he missed a decent amount of games? I think I've got like a setting on or something. No. Okay, so on the 2024 season, he's only hit this 50% of the time, 9 out of 18 games. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. Head-to-head looks great. Actually, these are both from last year. So this was, he had a little bit of a different role. Wouldn't be surprised if his minutes looked a little bit better. Well, 28 minutes and 38 minutes, but he crushed it. Went for 14 points, 5 rebounds, and then went for 29 PRA in the last game that he matched up against them. If we look at the overall matchup, Memphis is playing really good right now, so this should be a tough game for both teams. It's just going to be a little bit of a toss-up. Indiana is really good, I think, but they also will randomly have games where they just get crushed. So hopefully they keep this competitive. Overall, they should be able to get some scoring done, and they play at a really fast pace. But 22nd in points allowed overall, 10th in rebounds, 17th in assists. If we go over to the small forward position, it's all green. So he's got a really soft matchup here to the small forward position. 30th in points allowed, 25th in rebounds allowed, 25th in assists allowed. Let's take a look at this note here from Outlier. So he's exceeded 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 17 of his last 19 games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed. We just saw here they're 22nd, so that's bottom 10. So he has an 89% hit rate. That's pretty crazy. And one more bucket in either of these misses would have cashed him, and he would be a perfect 19 of 19. So versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, these types of matchups, he's averaging 24.7 minutes. So he's getting this done on not like a ton of minutes, but 24.7 looks solid for what we need him to do. This is such a low line at 11.5. 47% from the field on 8.5 attempts, just 4 made buckets, shooting 40% from beyond the arc, 1.9 made threes a game over these 19 games. And then 8.2 rebound chances, 2.1 potential assists. I feel good about it. So if 24 minutes is like the number we can expect to have him see, let's see what it looks like when he's at 24 minutes. So yeah, when he's at 24 minutes on the 2024 season, he's got an 80% hit rate. He doesn't get there that often. Just 5 games, he's gone for 24 or more. So let's back this down a little bit in case it's just a little bit less than that. So even at just 20 minutes, he's got a 70% hit rate, 7 out of 10, and then 2 games where he one more bucket would have cashed it. So I'm loving everything about this play. Really soft matchup for him. And then we know he's matched up well in the past, hitting both head-to-heads, even though it is from last year. Let's look at the over-under real quick. 250 over-under. Massive over-under for this game. And then Memphis favored by just 2, playing in Indiana. So I'm going to go back to 2024, take this minutes dial off, and then just see what his home games have looked like. So his home games look better too, regardless of the minutes. 67% hit rate, 4 out of 6 games he's gotten it done. So yeah, I love everything about this play. I feel really good about it. Let's see what Daily Grind thinks. Yep, they like it. They like all of his points related props. The points assists, they like the best, 8.5. They've got that at a 51.09% odds to hit the over, -126. Points over 7.5, 50.54% odds hit the over, -121. And then there's that PRA, just slightly favored to the over, 50.49% odds hit the over, -121. Other than that, they don't really like the points rebounds, but I'm just going to take the full PRA because he's actually really capable. It's not uncommon for him to go for like 4 or 5 boards and like 4 or 5 assists. Actually, let's just look at the head-to-heads one more time. Last time he played them, he went for 7 boards, 6 assists, 16 points. No assists in the previous matchup, but still 5 boards. So 11.5 is just so low. So I'm feeling really good about him getting it done. And then the last thing I wanted to check was injury report. I think we're good on injuries, but I'll just double check it real quick. Yeah, Isaiah Jackson's the only one who's out, out for the season with Achilles surgery. And then nothing significant on the side of the Grizzlies. So this will be a fun game. I'm going to definitely look into it and maybe try to find some more pieces of this game because someone's putting up a lot of points, and there's probably going to be missed shots, a lot of rebounds to be had. So I definitely want a piece of this. But if you guys want to check out this app Outlier, we absolutely love it. You can try this app out for free. Just sign up through the link below for Outlier, and it gives you all this crazy information. You can really dive into the details with, adjusting the minutes and taking players in and out of the equation. If you know a guy's going to be out, you can see what they do without that guy on the floor. And then they've got matchups, overall and positional matchups, which I love to use to look for like soft spots. And then injury reports that are really up to date. And then the insights tab that just puts stuff on your radar based off of like what the statistical outcome is in the past. Like they love this Scottie Pippen Jr. Over 3.5 rebounds and assists. That is pretty crazy. That's wild that's so low. I don't, that's not on Prize Picks, but you can get that on Bet 365. But they put stuff like that on your radar when they see like a history, and they'll tell you a little note about why they like it to go over or under. So go try it out free for a week. Just sign up through the link below, no code or anything, and they will hook you up. So all right, Jordy, I'll pass it over, bro.
All right. Yeah, so to get into mine here, I'm going to be going over Devin Booker first. I really like this line. He's gone over it 60% of the season, 29 out of 48 games. He's on a 5-for-5 streak right now, actually almost 10 for 10. Because he plays so many minutes in the first quarter. He usually plays the entire first quarter. He usually gets about 8 to 12 minutes. So far in these last 4 games, he's gone for 4 straight 12-minute first quarters. So they're really trying to play him a lot in the first quarter. He's gone over this in 3 straight head-to-heads, going for 12, 11, and 12. I mean, it's set at 5.5. This is super low for someone like Booker. I've seen him go for 20 points in the first quarter before. So for him, he gets a ton of first quarter minutes too. I mean, 12 first quarter minutes for a player like him to score 6 points. I feel really good about those odds. 5.5 is such a sweet line for this. So a little bit of a tough matchup. 6 in points allowed to shooting guards. 26 is the value there, but we only need him to get this done in the first quarter. So he's done it a lot on the season, and he plays, you see how many games here, he plays 12 minutes in the first quarter. It's a lot, so plenty of time for him to get this done in the first quarter as long as he gets the ball and everything. He's a game time decision tonight, but from what I've seen, it's saying that it's looking like he's leaning towards playing. He's got like a back bruise or something, so nothing too crazy. Wemby is a game time decision though with an illness, so we'll see if he's gonna play there. But yeah, I feel good about Booker tonight going and getting this done for us. So I like him over 5.5 first quarter points. These are some of the other plays I'm taking. If you don't want to risk it with the injury thing, you can take, I really like this Vince Williams Jr. over 3.5 rebounds as well. But Gershon Yabusele, I really like this 2.5 field goals made. This is really low. He's gone over this 76% of the season, 39 out of 51 games. He's actually a pretty solid player for them. If we take a look at the injury report here, no Kyle Lowry, no Eric Gordon, nothing too crazy. So obviously Embiid is going to be playing. He's still going to come in off the bench. He's still going to get plenty of time. You can see coming off the bench, even still, he'll get 24 to 30 minutes in a lot of these games. So he's a big part of what they're doing. They use him a lot. So for him to get this done, I mean, he's done it so much and he plays really well. You can see he's done it in both head-to-heads. One with just 28 minutes, he went for 4. And then 35 minutes, he went for 8. So this is a pretty low line. 2.5 is really sweet. Obviously, it's a tough matchup. It's Boston. Second field goals made to center. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough matchup, but I do feel good about it. He's not on the injury report list, so that's good. And yeah, I feel really solid about this. He's hit it in 17 of his last 20. Like I said, 39 out of 51 games, both head-to-heads. He's hit it in 3 out of his last 5, just barely missing it in these last 2, going for just 2 over his last 2 games against Toronto and Brooklyn. So you can go with your gut, but I feel really good about it. If we take a look, his points are favored to the over at 7.5. So obviously, I don't know how many free throws he shoots. So I would hope that he would get this done if they're favoring him over 7.5 points. So I do feel good about that. And then for Devin Booker, sometimes they show the first quarter points. Yeah, the first quarter points for Devin Booker are minus 124 for the over. So feeling good about that as well. And yeah, that's going to cover it all for me. But if you guys want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, it's awesome. We use it in every video, and we use it for our slips as well. And it goes hand in hand with Outlier. You heard Russo talk about Outlier and all the good things that it does, and this just kind of helps you put really good value on your radar, and you can go check it out on Outlier and make your own decision on the play. And it works really well with Outlier. So if you want to check that out, go to dgfantasy.com, use code BACKDOOR, and they're going to give you 25% off your first purchase. And yeah, I think it pays for itself in the long run, so definitely go check it out. And that's going to cover it all for me.
All right. Well, if you want to come join our Discord community, you can take advantage of the Parlay Play promo and sign up using code BACKDOOR, and then hit us with an email and we will get you in right away. Or you can just go straight through Patreon. If you go to Patreon and sign up there, that manages our subscriptions. You sign up there, then you go into the connected apps option in the menu bar, which is located in the settings. And then you just log into your Discord straight from there, and it'll put you right in. You can come follow us on our socials too. It's just at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, and Instagram. Yeah, we'd love to chat with you a little bit online if you guys do that sort of thing. I'm on X pretty regularly. And then don't forget to come follow our solo channels, just at JRussoBDFS. and at Jordy BDFS. So good luck, guys. We have a killer slate. Looking forward to diving into it. We'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.